Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by towering mountains and vast forests, there was a small village called Eldoria. The villagers were hardworking and kind, but a dark curse had fallen upon them many years ago. A mysterious mist covered the valley, and no crops grew beyond a single season. The people whispered of an ancient treasure hidden deep within the enchanted valley, guarded by mystical beings. In this village lived a young girl named Livia. Unlike other children, she wasn't afraid of the stories about the enchanted valley. She believed that if she could find the treasure, she could break the curse and bring prosperity to Eldoria. One evening, as the village elders told the tale of the hidden treasure, Livia's heart raced with excitement. "I must find it," she thought. The next morning, she packed a small bag with some bread, a lantern, and a wooden flute given to her by her grandmother. She set off toward the enchanted valley, determined to uncover its secrets. The journey begins. Livia walked for hours, crossing rivers, climbing hills, and finally reaching the valley's entrance. As she stepped inside, a whispering wind greeted her. Suddenly, a glowing owl appeared, its feathers shimmering like silver moonlight. "Who dares enter the enchanted valley?" the owl hooted. "I am Livia from Eldoria," she replied bravely. "I seek the treasure to lift the curse from my village." The owl studied her with wise eyes. "The treasure is not what you think," it said. "To reach it, you must pass 3 trials. If your heart remains pure, the valley will guide you." Livia nodded, ready for the challenge. The first trial, the river of reflection. The owl led her to a river so clear that she could see her own reflection perfectly. Suddenly, the water rippled, and another version of herself emerged. This one looked tired, hopeless, and filled with doubt. "You cannot do this," the reflection sneered. "You are just a little girl. Turn back before you fail." Livia clenched her fists. "I believe in myself," she declared. "Even if I fail, I will try." As soon as she spoke these words, the reflection faded, and the river's water turned golden for a moment. The owl nodded approvingly. "You have passed the first trial. Courage is the first key to unlocking the treasure." The second trial, the Forest of Fears. Livia entered a dense forest where eerie shadows moved. Every step she took, the trees whispered her greatest fears. What if you never return? What if you disappoint your village? What if the treasure is a lie? Tears welled up in her eyes, but then she remembered her grandmother's words, "Fear only has power if you listen to it for too long." She took a deep breath and played her wooden flute. A soft melody filled the air, drowning out the whispers. Slowly, the shadows faded, and the forest glowed with warm light. "You have conquered your fears," the owl said. "Kindness to yourself is the second key." The final trial, the guardian's riddle. At the heart of the valley stood an ancient stone door, guarded by a giant serpent with emerald green scales. "Only those who answer my riddle may pass," the serpent hissed. "If you fail, you shall remain here forever." Livia nodded, ready. The serpent's eyes gleamed. "What is something that increases when you give it away but disappears when you keep it to yourself?" Livia thought hard. "Gold? No. Water? No." Then, she smiled. "Kindness," she said confidently. The serpent bowed. "You are worthy." The door creaked open, revealing a beautiful garden filled with golden fruit and sparkling water. But there was no chest of gold, no jewels, only a glowing book on a pedestal. Livia picked it up and opened the pages. As she read, a wave of energy spread through the valley, clearing the mist. She realized the book contained the lost wisdom of Eldoria, knowledge of farming, medicine, and kindness. She understood now. The real treasure wasn't gold. It was wisdom, the greatest gift of all. The return home Livia returned to Eldoria with the book. She shared its knowledge with the villagers, teaching them better ways to grow crops, heal the sick, and treat each other with kindness. Within months, the village flourished. And so, the curse was lifted, not by magic, but by courage, wisdom, and the power of kindness. Livia became a legend in Eldoria, not for finding treasure, but for proving that true riches come from within. Moral of the story: the greatest treasure is not gold or jewels, but wisdom, kindness, and courage. When we believe in ourselves, face our fears, and share knowledge, we can change the world.